Hey folks, it's episode 11 of my blind RS3 playthrough. Start by looking at the Candy Loop tracker. This is the nested list of distractions that I'm currently working on. The main objective is to complete quests in release order, but before doing that, I would like to get my combat level up for Dragon Slayer 1. I may as well do that doing Slayer. While doing Slayer, I noticed that there were a lot of crap seeds that were dropping, and I found out about the Seedicide, so I'm wanting to get the Seedicide before doing significant additional Slayer. That led me to check out the player-owned farm, which led me to want to get level 60 construction to make a large pen at the player-owned farm. That led me to building Fort 4 and 3 for more construction XP, an easier way to make planks, which led me to doing a bunch of Fort 4 and 3 quests, and figuring out how porters work so that I could gather teak logs with them. So I'm still kind of in that get level 60 construction loop at the moment. Outside of quest and release order, I also want to work towards unlocking the invention skill, which requires divination, smithing, and crafting 80. And I tend not to report on dailies and weeklies because I have to do them constantly, and you would just hear nothing but me updating the Candy Loop tracker for that. But I do want to report whenever I add a new daily to the list. In this case, I want to add a new Shopscape daily to buy meat for things like the player-owned farm. And to do that, we have to complete a quest called As a First Resort. So that is going to be later in the episode. It is a fairly long quest. So as usual, I'll include a time code in the description if you just want to skip to a summary of what the quest was. Okay, let's get to the playthrough. That's cool. All these quests are done. I guess I can do everything there is to do here now. And I think the only thing left to do is to upgrade the town hall. I have the tier 2 workshop. I don't have the tier 2 town hall. I don't have the construction level for the tier 2 chapel, and also I don't care. I don't think that I'm going to bother with this until I'm able to build the tier 3, which isn't until 95 construction, so probably not anytime soon. I need 70 for the tier 2 command center. Oh, I guess I can build the tier 2 kitchen, which is probably worth it. Okay. And I'm nowhere near the tier 2 guardhouse. So kitchen and town hall. I need a total of 24 teak frames. And I currently have 3 teak frames. So discounting the teak planks I'm already sitting on, I need like 252 teak. Okay. Let me see if I can make like a lower level porter. That might just, because that's actually a fairly significant amount of teak planks. The ones I can easily do, vibrant and sparkling, require an emerald necklace, which I don't have right now. I guess I could level crafting really quick. I think I can already make emerald necklaces. I need to get more gold bars. I think there's some gold ore in the Berthorpe mine. I guess I could do this. I'm just going to turn my 35 emeralds into emerald necklaces, so that's only going to be like an inventory or 2 of gold before I get access to the concentrated gold. That's probably fine. Okay, actually, I think the gold ore down here is probably a better bet for me. It looks like there isn't any in the Berthorpe mine. I was thinking of silver. Oh, there's a deposit box here? What the okay, that's fine. I mean, it's great. It's just wild they would make that so easy for me. I'm just gonna get like 2 inventories worth and then smelt it and make what I can out of my existing emeralds. Interesting, I guess you can't put gold stuff in your metal bank until you do Family Crest, which I'm not gonna do out of order, but it's kind of weird that they gated that. Alright, making the emerald necklaces. Just to make as many as I have emeralds for now, I guess. It might make sense to make a couple rings of dueling, just so I can teleport to Castle Wars and speed up banking a little bit when I don't have the porters active. Crafting 36. Alright, enchanting about 14 rings of dueling. That should be more than enough. It's kind of nice that it just auto-processes them. 35 magic, just barely. Alright, I'm going to turn all these into signs. I think I'm able to do that. Probably want to make... Oh, I need to figure out how the boons work later. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Okay, and I think I get a chance to save some resources here because of my divination set or something. Transports up to 20 received items to the bank before depleting. Okay. I don't know if that means I just go to the teak tree with like an inventory full of these. That seems pretty reasonable. This is literally the first time this has felt even slightly necessary, since almost every other resource in the game is extremely close to a bank chest or a deposit box. But this should be enough to get me all the logs I need, I guess. Let me just try going out there with an inventory full of these things. If I'm understanding it correctly, I can just keep swapping between them until I run out of space. That's where the Castle Wars teleport. Guess this is the whole chance to save porter charges from the Guthix cache, is that you bring you go do the Gothic's cache right before you need to do something like this, and then you rush over here to save as many charges as you can. This is fine. I feel like I can make plenty of these. I don't feel regretful for not using them up until this point because, like I said, everything else I've had to gather hasn't been far enough from a bank to really justify it. Woodcutting 52. I might actually use all these porters here. I only need the porters at the top in order to finish building the stuff I have access to in the fort. But I need to get my woodcutting level up in order to qualify for the quest in Uglog to get the meat shop. So maybe, I don't think it's going to get me to 58 to just use all these porters, but we'll see how close it gets me. I guess after getting these, I'll find some other easier tree to chop and just burn the logs, because I need fire making as well. 53 woodcutting. Woodcutting is actually going really slow. I'm going to go ahead and burn the teak logs that are just in my inventory on the argument that I need fire making XP. It's one argument. But the other one is that I want to be able to gather these special teak logs, and I think if my inventory is completely full, I can't get them. Fire making 37. I need a bunch of fire making levels, so I guess I'll probably get those as I focus down woodcutting. Even with campfires, fire making is way slower in RS3 than it is in old school, just because Wintertot is insane. Woodcutting 54. Alright, finished using all my porters, ended up getting a ton of teak logs. I gotta pop out here, but I'm probably gonna just make... I'm gonna turn all of the teak that I could possibly need into teak frames, even for the things I don't have levels for yet, just so I never have to think about that again, and I can use the rest of the teak planks on construction contracts once I get to 60, and I guess on fire making. Ended up being 439 teak logs. I feel like it was way more than that. It felt like it took a lot longer than 439, but that should still get me pretty far here. Something I may want to do, I stumbled into a thing about increasing reputation rewards. I guess there's a fairly early archaeology reward you can work toward that gives you a bonus to reputation, not just here, but also like farming reputation seems pretty important. Not to add, well, definitely to add yet another thing onto the pile, but I think that just involves training archaeology for a while, so we'll see when I get time to fit it in. Now probably is not the time, to be honest. It's 50 prayer. Rangers around Mazcab are feeling brave enough to guide you through shortcuts to enemy forests. Okay, I have to see if that's like right where I spawn in or what the deal is. Farming 54. Runecraft 33. I do make these runes every day. I think I can probably get more of them if I get more of the Wicked set. Divination 76. 4 more levels until the clock starts ticking on smithing and crafting. Alright, most of my dailies are done except for the second Gothic's cache. I'm gonna go finish up building up the buildings, the fort, and then do something. Hopefully, we'll see how close that gets me to 60 construction. Making the Tier 2 Town Hall. Construction 58. If we get 60, it's going to be just barely. Alright. Tier 2 Town Hall is done. I think this makes me get more rested XP while I'm skilling here specifically, and it increases the cap. I guess I can just choose where to put this, and it accrues up to a cap, so I'm just keep throwing it on summoning. Okay, that seems fine. It's 103 rested XP converted to 777 bonus XP. Alright, the Tier 2 kitchen upgrade is next, and I just have the chapel left, which I don't need, because I can't get the actual relevant chapel for an extremely long time, but I would love to just, like, have it behind me. So I'll probably build that. Why not? There's 59 construction. One more. Ooh, you actually need 60 construction to build the level 2 chapel. So we'll see how close I get to it by starting to make those things into materials. Alright, kitchen level 2 built. I think the main advantage of this is a range directly next to a bank chest, kind of like the reward from the Myths Guild from a Grandmaster quest in old school. Also, reduced burn rate, which is pretty nice. This is probably where I'm going to do all my cooking training going forward. Also, I guess Rodney has a shop now, and it's comparable to the Culinarimancer's shop. It's probably correct for me to buy it out every single day. I don't know what I'm going to use all this shit on, but it's also like dirt cheap, and there's a bank right here, so I will do that. Okay, so it actually took forever to buy him out, so I'm not going to do that every day. I don't think any... Well, maybe the chocolate bars, because those are used in a... they're like an herbal or secondary. And I should probably check to see if any of these other ones are like a summoning secondary, because a surprising number of items are summoning secondaries. But I guess I'll figure that out later. Alright, I'm going to start working toward the materials I need for the chapel, and we'll see if we hit 60 before it's actually time to build it. Oh, I think I got exactly enough teak logs to do this. That's pretty crazy. Farming! 55 with farming. Alright, I'm going to come short of hitting 60, but I think I'm going to go ahead and build the facilities I need in my house to get T boosts. So I think I can make a T boost and then warp here really fast and use it to build the blueprint. Then I'll hit 60 from actually building the chapel. An achievement for making soft clay. I'm going to need it for the tea setup in the house. Alright, making tea, I'm actually pretty good at this because I have to do it all the time on my chunk account. Alright, so I have to drink it and then run to the fort. Oh, it's annoying that there's not a buff counter for it. Just have to guess how much time I have left. Alright, chapel tier 2. And now I think I can just build it since I started the blueprint. Alright, construction level 60. That was why we set out to do all of this. I can now build the large pens in the player-owned farm, which is why I did this. That's going to require me to get some mahogany, and it looks like mahogany is annoying in RS3. It's always locked by a quest or with the hardwood grove in Karamja, so I'm going to have to go grab some like jades or something and trade them for trading sticks to get in there. I'm just going to get one full inventory of it. I think that's fine for now. But if I do mahogany again, I'm probably going to bring a bunch of borders. There's chapel level 2. That's all I can do for now. Okay, so I guess I need to do jungle potion to be able to do anything here. So I don't think I need any combat for that. It's been a while. I have to defend. All right, well, we'll see what I can do. Jungle potion will be a bit out of order. I don't think it's gotten a remake, so I'll just let you know when I'm done, I guess. All right, accept quest. We'll continue to point out minor changes. They interestingly made snakeweed look like an actual herb as opposed to... It looks kind of like snape grass, I guess, in OSRS. Maybe I misremember this, but I thought that this quest could be done... You could just go get all of them and bring them all back at once, but now you have to do each one at a time, it seems like, which is interesting. All right, last one is the Jogers, which are probably the most dangerous, but I think I'll be okay with protection prayers. Oh, Jogers look cool. All right, turning the last potion. Pretty much the same quest. Sick. I'll happily use an herbal or XP lamp. Why not? All right, and now everyone who lives here has spawned. All right, I'm just gonna do one full inventory minus the extra herbs I got for quests. I'll pay 100 trading sticks, that's fine. Interesting that doesn't go in a currency pouch. It's like definitely a currency. I got an achievement for cutting a log. My fort smells of rich mahogany. This is a huge money savings to make my own mahogany planks. Basically fully undercuts the huge cost of construction training. I also need 225 rune nails, so I'm smithing those real fast. Not so fast, apparently. Alright, got my nails, gonna go build this large pen, buy 2 cows, and now I'm on cows and chickens, and I'm probably just gonna ignore my sheep until I'm able to breed inside of my pens. I feel like unlocking the ability to breed inside your pens is kind of a massive breakpoint for player-owned farming. I already bought this deed a while ago, expecting I would be done with this much sooner. I was not. 2800 XP, that's not too bad. Alright, so buying some cows. Can still afford them, thankfully. Stressed and sickly. Perfect. Excellent. I think they can just eat woad leaves, but I'll double check. Okay, so I might try to figure out now how to make the Anachronia farm work, because I think it's an expansion to the player-owned farm, and I might be able to get some more beans there. Here it is, Mystical Tree. Okay. I think it's just like completely different animals over here. I don't have to like track them. Prehistoric Potterington. That's funny. Alright, so now we have dinosaur deeds, frogs, salamanders. Okay, and unfortunately I've already screwed up and I'm out of things to spend beans on. Maybe try to sell a sheep really quick, but I'm only going to be able to get a hen and not also get a frog. I got a little bit excited with doing more chickens, or I probably could have done something today. So yeah, I'll probably come back here and try to do frogs, I guess. And I'll have to figure out everything else. All right, so it looks like something I should be working on for the player-owned farm is chinchampas, and I have to get my hunter level up anyway to qualify for the quest that I need to do to get meat packs. So I'm gonna go back to these whirligigs to get meat packs, I guess. Well, I got 128. I can get a different whirligig once I get to 30. I don't know if I want to do whirligigs permanently. I'm probably going to switch. Well, chins, I need to get to like 54 hunter, I think, to catch chins. 29 hunter, one more, and I can get a more efficient whirligig. Getting the double loot chance upgrade here. The one I really want is the automatic looting. This is going to make this way more tolerable. All right. 41k divination XP, heading back to whirligigs or whatever. All right. 30 hunter. I need to find the next whirligigs. I assume they're all here somewhere. Right, I'm going insane over here because the next batch of whirligigs require flowers, and I can't interact with the flowers. Apparently, I have to talk to Dundee to start working on it, so I'm going to do that. Hi. What can I do here? Scarabs. Unique flowers. Damaged walls and rubble. You can train your agility. I think I have to build some stuff with construction. Okay, is that enough for me to get the flowers, or do I have to do something else? I'm going insane. I'm supposed to be able to gather these bushes, and I keep Googling, like, why is it not working? I just can't. There's nothing but an examine text for them. It's definitely the right ones. I can check all the other flowers. I've talked to Dundee. Oh my god, I finally found it. There's a single one-tile node right here that I can fertilize. I think this is theoretically supposed to be, like, attentive. Not super clear how this works, but I'm going to try. Alright, so it's not quite get up from your computer AFK. It occasionally just stops, and also sometimes scarabs spawn that you have to scare away. I think I understand now. And I also need to go get a bunch of teak planks to actually do the training I want to do. I guess I'll do one round of this, and then I'll go get a full inventory of teaks. And I guess I need to get steel nails so I can build the flower baskets, question mark. Thought this was going to be like Tithe Farm, but it isn't. It is not like Tithe Farm. Which is a good thing. Much better than Tithe Farm. Depending on how much of this I need to do, I might actually be able to get some work done while I'm doing this. Alright, harvested the flowers, which gives you a boost of farming XP. I need to figure out how many flower baskets I need. It looks like you end up using a ton of super compost doing this, so I'm probably going to go do a couple trips of pineapples as well and get those running in the compost bin. This is a hell of a candy loop right now. Why am I doing this again? I'm trying to get Hunter to 53 for chinchampas for player-owned farm to replace chickens, but also I'm doing this to get Hunter to 48 for the meat shop that I have to buy out every day. Wood cutting 55. Good, I'm having to do this. I still need 3 more levels for that quest. I don't know if I get fire making XP significantly faster than wood cutting XP. I guess we'll find out later when I come back here. Really glad I found out about the 4 and 3 before doing any significant construction training. I spent a decent amount of GP on oak planks, getting to like 40, not realizing that you just don't have to spend money on planks anymore. It's wild that they didn't change the tutorial to point you here, because this seems like the first quest they should send you to for construction. All right, building these flower baskets. I have enough to build all of them, and then while I'm gathering roses, I'm reminded of the archaeology thing here. I want to get that reputation boost, which I think is actually not very hard because it only requires level 25 archaeology. I don't want to fully commit to understanding archaeology, I don't think, until I have invention unlocked, because I understand there's a thing I can get from invention that's going to make archaeology significantly more AFK. But I think getting that rep boost early, I probably should have done it weeks ago, given all the rep I've gotten for mass cap or whatever. But may as well start, even if it's a little bit late. I'll try to figure out what exactly it needs from me, and I might pop to that in lieu of doing more hunter for now, since that directly affects dailies. Got a construction level from that, 61 construction. It's pretty funny. Okay, I think I understand what I need to do to get the rep boost. I need to finish the set that I was working on earlier, the like Zaros set, the Venator daggers and all that, and fortunately the wiki lists the different places I need to go to gather the things I need. I was worried like it's too complicated, I'm not going to be able to track it down, but I think I understand. So I'm going to bank everything, I'm going to try to get that done, and then I'll come back to this. All right, so I have the Venator dagger, the light crossbow, the Zaros effigy. I need to make sure I didn't like get some of these without realizing it. I don't think I did. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more pieces. I feel like that shouldn't take terribly long. I'm gonna go work on that now. Okay, I understand. So there's Venator remains, had the dagger and the light crossbow. The Zaros effigy I got from some debris inside here, based on the name of the location that I'm digging at, I think. Astro debris has the other one. Okay, I think I get it. 22 archaeology. I guess exciting levels here are 30 because I can use a new Maddock. And I guess that's the only one. Like, I think by the time I complete the Zaros set, I'll be high above the threshold required to actually activate the reputation bonus. I guess I don't need the wiki to know what's here. If I right-click survey, it tells me the training dummy. And I think if I look at the project cart... Oh, right, I'm running out of space. If I look at the project cart, I can confirm what I still need. All right, there's my training dummy. So I think I just deposit that. And now that I have that done, I think I keep collecting materials elsewhere, provided I'm able to still get the things needed to repair this thing, right? So there's other locations I can check out here. Material cache. Oh, and these are ways for me to get specific things in order to finish. Okay, I didn't understand this before. This is if I specifically need a few things, I guess. Oh, these are legionary remains. Okay. Okay, I think this is amusing, but the archaeology tutorial actually did a horrible job of conveying to me what the core loop of archaeology feels like. I think maybe it was just because I was doing it during a live stream and there's a lot to take in. It's kind of hard to understand what the gist of it is. But something that I understand now is that when you're making these projects, you're going to get a bunch of materials that will probably go towards the project, but if you don't finish it, there's dedicated caches that just have that item. So I can just get 3rd Age iron from this, which I need. Archaeology 23. All right, I've got everything I need to restore the dummy. If I do that. Dummy restored, big bunch of XP. And I'm going to go back to the dig site and start getting the other pieces. Because I get it now. This isn't that... I thought it was really intimidating, but I think I completely get it. There's 3 artifacts to get from the Legionary remains. Alright, got a Legionary square shield. I think I need 2 more items from here. I apparently missed Archaeology 24. I got up to go to the bathroom. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else from Archaeology that it's worth me going for early. I think that the diplomacy one is the most important, and I should have gotten it probably right away in that first week. But it's too late now. It's okay. Not a huge loss. I guess it affected my like Metaphos reputation gains too. There's a Ring of Luck one, and luck would be helpful once I start actually doing like significant Slayer. A mystery uncovered prison break. That's interesting. Figure out more about that. I did understand the mystery system from the tutorial. I still think that's really cool. Got the Gladius, got me to level 25 archaeology. One more thing from these legionary remains. Alright, looks like I can do the Gladius already. Very nice. And the square shield already. Excellent. 26 archaeology. I think I may have made a mistake. I don't think I realized that it gives you a random artifact as you're excavating it. I thought it gave you one that you hadn't obtained yet, so I guess I have a 1 in 3 chance to get it. That kind of sucks. Oh, okay, I looked this up. There's a bad luck protection mechanic where once you get an artifact, your chance of getting it again is cut in half. And then if you get it again, it's cut in half again. So I can't just get like super screwed and miss out on a 1 in 3 drop. Like, well, I guess I still could. It's possible, but unlikely. That's good to know. I'm glad there's like luck thresholds in this game. I feel like they should be added to old school as well. I don't think it would break old school in any way, but old school players are opposed to bad luck thresholds because they're bad at math. Or, well, maybe bad at math is a bad way to put it. They're bad at understanding statistical likelihood distributions. That if you say like, hey, you should just like guarantee a drop if someone goes triple dry, they're like, oh my god, it's gonna break the economy, it's gonna add so many extra items in the game. It's like, literally no, it's not. It really won't. Archaeology 27. Hey, there I got it. The third item. Primus Elementus standard. Alright, so now I have 2 more I need to get. From down here somewhere. Administratum debris is this stuff down here. I guess I don't know that it's called administratus debris until I actually start investigating it. And that's based on my level, I think? 74, wow. Okay, damn. It's kind of cool that I'll keep coming back to this specific site in the future. Well, there's definitely somewhere else here that I think required 25 archaeology, and I came to it slightly too early. Oh, I think I just found it over here. There it is, administrative debris. I need 2 things from this. All right, I got my figurine. I think I just need a painting now and I'm done. That's Archaeology 28. I think I'm actually going to pop out really quick and see if I can squeeze out a couple more levels so I can use a better Madoc. Storing the Primus Elementus standard. Okay, very good. I might restore this, but I don't know if it has overlap with any of the materials I need. Samite silk. I think I have plenty of Zerosian insignia, so I think it's safe to restore this just for the XP. Throw in some pylons, 29 archaeology. I guess you get more XP for turning in more to the pylons, like Brimhaven agility tickets, but you can't bank them, so I guess you're incentivized to save them as long as possible. Ah, man, that's a bummer to get the same one twice when you're almost done. I'm gonna pop out again really quick and see if I can squeeze out this level so I can use a better Madoc. Oh, that's gonna quite be a level up. It is. Nice. Archaeology level 30. I've got my figurine here. Cannot do the other one. I need more. That is expensive for Zerosian insignias, but I don't need any of those for the painting, so that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna go grab my Madoc now. So many of these. I got a mithril one, rune, adamant, orichalcum. Hey, there's the painting. So I might already be able to restore this. If I do, then I'm done with this for now. I need more white oak. Let me see where I can get that. I don't like that the material caches are all over. You can get the materials from excavating the thing you're trying to build, but like you need to kind of go. Like this one, I guess, is just west of Edgeville. Kind of neat. Yeah, check it out. Material cache, white oak. Add some more flavor to some of these areas. Oh, ice fiends look neat in RS3. Okay, now I can make this guy. There we go. Solemn in Umbra. Excellent. Archaeology 31. I've got my full set. I didn't get that many levels above the minimum level to do this, which is cool. I'm going to go sift through some of this dirt to make some space, but let me get all these pieces. The dagger, crossbow, effigy, gladius, standard, square shield, figurine. I still need one more custodian's log page to unlock something. I guess I have to keep doing it. Stuff that I already collected, I suppose. So I gotta go turn this into a dude in southwest Varrock? Question mark? Some Zaros dude. Not the apothecary. This guy. Soren, emissary of Zaros. Archaeology collection. Hey man, contribute all. Sweet. Read all items in a collection. Bunch of chronotes. I think this is the thing that gets me the reputation benefits. Offer this the monolith. Okay, great. That's this guy. I think the luck one is probably worth going for, but I'm not gonna like stress about it unless if I go really hard on Slayer. Give me... Do I have to offer it first? There we go. Sweet. Yeah, that's great. I should have gotten that way sooner, but I guess better late than never. Unexpected diplomacy. Harness power. Slot number 2. Confirm. This will be good to do now because I can definitely unequip it once I max all of those. I don't know what the heart is, but the other 3 I've already been working on. Alright, getting back to what I was trying to do before, which is get a bunch of roses and then catch some whirligigs to get Hunter XP. Alright, I don't have all the flowers I need, but I want to try this out. So I use roses on baskets, and that changes some of them. Okay, I see. It's a weird way to do it. Wow, the XP rate is way better. 31 Hunter. This is insanely fast now. I don't know how quickly I effectively move through the flowers, though. I gotta keep an eye on that, I guess. 32 Hunter. This is gonna be pretty fast, I think. 33. 34 Hunter. The difference in the XP rate with the glidings and the regulars is, like, insane. 35 Hunter. I feel like it's fast enough that I could just give you multiples of 5 here. 36. I'm gonna keep announcing them because it's gotta slow down eventually, right? 37. I guess the limiting factor is you run out of the roses pretty fast, so you gotta do a good amount of setup for that. You improve your Desert Pantheon Aura's Strength of Het to the Might of Het power. Okay. I think it's a premium aura, which means I'm not using it. I will use auras that are not premium, like you can obtain through normal gameplay or unlock from like a boss drop or something. I think there are a couple of those. But if you can only get it from like months subbed, then I'm good. No thank you. Hunter 38. 12 more to go until I can get another tier, and I'm getting close to the requirement for that quest. I ended up getting about 139 roses. I'm gonna just see if that can carry me to 50 Hunter. Fill both of these with flowers, which I think helps. Not sure. Okay, yeah, if you fill them both, then they literally all turn into the gliding variant. That's helpful. I think it's still just the least brain power to just spam click them and try not to think about it, and then try to loot the ones that end up on the ground. Hunter 39. Hunter level 40. Hunter 41. 42 Hunter. 43 Hunter. Alright, I'm a little late. 7 late to the flower saving chance. So that one's pretty significant. I wish these would just unlock automatically. It's so weird that you have to like know to talk to this guy. Talk about wiki bait, right? 44 Hunter. 45 Hunter. This is very effective Hunter XP, but it's really one of the most annoying training loops I've done in RuneScape. Because the real problem, I mean, picking up stuff is annoying. There's 46 Hunter. Picking up the scarab shells is a pain in the ass, but the worst part is if you ever accidentally misclick on the lake, I don't know why they made it do this. It treats as you trying to path there and then has you run around the lake, and it's like it feels like that was deliberate to make it more annoying or to give some penalty for failing, but it's not an interesting penalty, right? 47 Hunter, one more and I'll qualify for that quest to get the meat packs. 48 Hunter, I now qualify for that quest. I'm going to try to squeeze out 50 here with my remaining roses, which I don't have very many. 49 Hunter, one more. I think these flowers will just barely last. Alright, 1500 scarabs caught, increased XP rate. Oh, if I keep going to 53, I'm not even going to have automatic looting by 2500, and that's been like the whole pitch as to making this more tolerable. Oof. There's 50 Hunter. I can now do the next tier of whirligigs, which requires different flowers, irises, I think. I'm going to try to burn through my roses, I suppose, although I think roses are somewhat useful for the player-owned farm. I'll double check. Kind of a creative way for Jagex to like get multiple skilling nodes in one area. My problem with this content, I think it's kind of cool. I like the idea of catching scarabs with crocodiles. That's fun. But like, what is actually happening? Like, what does it mean to stack scarabs, right? It works as like a video game mechanic, click all the things, but I don't think it works flavorfully as like a hunter thing. You did notice this crocodile was TikTok. My favorite Disney villainous card, by the way, TikTok. I guess gathering these flowers gives a homeopathic amount of farming guild reputation, so I guess going for that archaeology relic was totally worth it. And there's farming 56. Alright, ended up doing 109 irises, which is probably way more than I need, but I just would like to do this and then not do it again for a while. Alright, we got swift whirligigs now. Seems to be good. That's like double the XP, jeez. 51 Hunter, 2 more to go. This is really fast. Starts to slow down when you're just approaching the next tier, and then the XP rate just goes up insanely. 52 Hunter. One more, and I'll probably pop out of here. That's 53. I might never have to do this again. I guess I end up needing the shells for something. But I should be able to do chins now, I think. All right, it's come to my attention that weeklies have reset, so I gotta go do my stupid weeklies really quick. All right, Irby Werby is our first and most important weekly. I think I'm able to get the upgraded herb bag this week, which is kind of cool. Be nice if I ever go AFK Chaos Druids again. Herblore 54. All right, game complete. I didn't actually bring the herb bag with me, so hopefully it'll just let me upgrade it from my bank. Open shop. Herb bag upgrade. Yes. Excellent. Okay, I guess I gotta get the totem pieces, and I'm not gonna use them anytime soon, and I don't know if I'm allowed to get the lamps on an iron. Go do familiarization next. I'm avoiding doing any summoning training until I have the whole summoning outfit, because I feel like I have to squeeze as much XP as I possibly can out of my charms and spirit shards and stuff. Oh, I gotta wait 34 minutes for familiarization. I guess I'll do the other ones. Bacon, big top. Where's the big top? The fuck is happening over here? Okay. Interesting. Alright, doing the big top. Magic 36. You get a decent amount of magic and ranged XP from this. Magic 37. Pretty good for magic. Let's do range now. Immediately range 27. Ranged 28. Inadvertently got the achievement for performing the emotes in the Stronghold of Security. Range did not go as well. I'm gonna get some more levels over here. Alright, that's that one. Oh, Meg, I guess. Hopefully that went better this time. Alright, Meg, what's up?
Oh, wow! I can't believe how amazing that was.
Oh, good, it went well that time.
Nothing went wrong. I didn't fall over my feet. Not that I do that much. And no one threw rocks at me or anything like that. I even found some amazing treasure. Here, you deserve a big share. I couldn't have done it without you.
Thanks. Oh, 37k, it's pretty good. An agility lamp, that's fine. That's a lot of agility XP. Sure. Help Meg.
Okay, so I wanted to improve my connection to the divine powers, and I thought Lumbridge would be a good place to start. Any suggestions?
Answer Meg. Oh, maybe it only works outside. Okay, I'll just use the wiki. It's fine. Goblins to get bones from is as good as I'm going to get because my prayer isn't very high.
I was wondering what the best weapon was for cutting through dense undergrowth.
It would be a machete, right? I didn't know that, but I'm just going to double check. Yes.
Good idea. I want to train an animal to help me. What would you recommend?
Dogs are loyal and have great noses, okay?
Okay,
Guess that's
that's
Hunter.
everything. I can do it. With your advice, I can brave the terrors that await me. Wish me luck.
Luck, Meg. All right, doing Wisps of the Grove real quick. Can't be easier than last week. Weeklies like this one are very puzzling to me because, like, it's so trivial. It's done in, like, less than 2 minutes that it kind of just exists to be like, can you be asked to bother? You know? I mean, I guess I shouldn't complain. I'm glad that it's not more robust and isn't like an hour long like Broken Home. Okay, Broken Home's like 20 minutes, but it's 20 minutes of highly attentive content. And you just kind of come here and it's like, yeah, you go click some wisps. It'll take you 2 minutes and you're done. Bye. Give this offering to the offering cradle. It should be pretty boosted hunter and farming XP because it's a much higher level now. Farming 57, sure. And my cows are going to grown up, and I'm going to switch to raising them in the breeding pen. They have pretty good check XP. That's cool. Horrible traits. Hopefully I can get less horrible cows. All right, I'm making this water filtration thing a once a week thing, and it's super not worth it right now. There's a mini game that I want to do tomorrow. Going to be under the minigame spotlight. It's called Cabbage Bonanza, something like that. It has the seed aside as a reward from it. So yeah, my plan will be to check that out. Cabbage Face Punch Bonanza or something like that. when it becomes available, I think tomorrow. In addition to the Sea Decide, which I'll be buying with Thaler, I'm going to try to get the Farmer's outfit with minigame points. I'm doing a lot of farming now. Near the Grotworm lair. On it, let's go. Not sure if I even need to do familiarization once I get the full outfit. I mean, it gives summoning ingredients. It might be nice to just stop, you know? Alright, got all my shards. Give me summoning ingredients, please. Thank you. Get the modified headgear too, so this didn't take a while. Got the moccasins. Water orbs and water talismans. Really small quantities though. I actually need that water talisman to use on the Wicked Hood, so that's kind of cool. Alright, doing my penguins here. The XP lamp you get from penguins is pretty nutty, so at some point I should probably try to do all the quests that unlock more of these. There's quite a few of them, like I gotta get into Keldagram, I gotta get to the Lunar Isle, but I'm not gonna super prioritize it at the moment. Alright, this is my last penguin for the week. I think I'm gonna start saving penguin points for now, just for a little bit to try to get a bigger XP drop, because I'm gonna do summoning. I've been throwing all my bonus XP on it, but I'm waiting to do it until I have the full summoning outfit. And then I'll train with all of the charms I've accrued so far, and then it would be nice to go pick up a late lamp. All right, I'm gonna go do Agaroth and then Hanky points, which I don't think are worth it, but actually, you know, I'm just gonna delete Hanky points. They're definitely less efficient. I could spend that time safe cracking and I would get more thieving XP and money, whereas all I get is shit thieving XP from Hanky points. Oh, it's nice to be able to delete a weekly. All right, here we go with Agaroth. I think I hit 3 times and then run up to the other one. I wonder why you could do this twice per week of all things. It's a cool quest. I guess it would make sense if it was once a week. Seems arbitrary that you can do it twice and most of the other ones you can't. Alright, still throwing these pearls on summoning for now. That just leaves Broken Home right now for weeklies. I don't have a ton of time to do more things, so I suppose I'm just going to go train fire making for a bit. I'll do it on the teak tree out by Castle Wars. Being able to throw things on campfires is pretty nice. I guess they're adding that to Old School soon as part of the forestry update. Fire making 38. You really like these fire spirits, it's cool. Oh, I feel less bad about doing Jungle Potion earlier to get access to mahogany logs. It's a prerequisite for as a first resort, which is the quest that I need to get the meat shop daily. There we go. I need 51 fire making and 58 wood cutting. It's gonna take a bit here. Fire making 39. And a crazy number of these fire spirits. I think there's a way for me to get them to auto go into my bank depending on if I get fire lighters from the reward, so I might go ahead and open them. It doesn't affect my inventory space. Oh my god, I'm just getting so many of them. Great. I need to literally step away from my computer, so I'm gonna see if I get a fire lighter here. Oh, just open them all at once. I did not get one. Fire making 40. Long ways to go. Alright, when I come back, I'm gonna have to be on a meeting where I can't talk or record. So I'm probably gonna keep just doing this on mobile for a while, and I'll come back and report my fire making and wood cutting gains. Alright, I got a decent amount of mobile progress done with woodcutting. Ended up getting to 57 woodcutting and 50 fire making. I'm actually 1 XP away from 58, so I'll hit that real quick. As you can see, I popped over to maple trees partway through from teak trees. Those slightly better XP. Here we go. Woodcutting 58, that was my goal. I can now do the quest that gives me meat packs. I have to do all its prerequisites. But before I do that, I've got dailies to do, so let me go do my dailies. I'm out of clean Guams again for my daily divine herb site or whatever, so I'm going to quickly just do a quick trip at Chaos Druids to shore up on Guams. Defense 39. That'll be nice to get to 40 so I can earn my adamant gear for quests and stuff. Not doing great on Guam drops right now. I'm just going to stay here until the druids go tolerant. There's defense 40. Now I can use the adamant gear, which is great. make a pretty big difference in terms of how safe I am. And I think it looks like I hit that just when these guys went tolerant, so I'm gonna get out of here. I only ended up getting like 5 guams, but that's enough to carry me for 1 additional day. I guess if I have to come in here for 10 minutes a day to get guams for my divine locations, that's fine, I guess. See what full Addy plate looks like in this game. That's pretty cool. Like it. It's got the little plume. Most full helms in old school. Oh, that's what we're doing now. I'm this guy now. I get some cows. Breeding successfully. Sell all my chickens. Be able to afford to start the dinosaur farm now. 673 beans. I'm gonna try to be careful with using those. I did get Hunter to 53 to try to get chins to put in the chicken pens, but I might do 1 more day of eggs, because it's going to take me a while to get to that. A little rude to name a cow Salisbury. Oh, and I got to Apprentice Farmer, which I don't think does anything. A gout tuber, geez. Maybe gout tubers are easier to get in this game. They suck real bad. 5 rings of forging. I'll Google it really quick. It's easy to get. Should do it. Oh wow, no, it's still Taibo and I cleanup. It sounds really hard. Farming something. Farming 58. All right, I think I'm gonna go try to get my dinosaur farm set up before I do chickens, just to make sure I have enough beans for everything. I'm gonna pop over there. I think I'm probably gonna need to get a bunch of planks and stuff to build the pens, but it's fine. Okay, so I can get a small dinosaur pen deed for 100 beans. Can I get a medium pen until 76 farming? Okay, and then I think we do frogs or salamanders. Oh, I need 102 farming for salamander. Okay, so it's frogs. Got it. Oh, you build a paddock using Anachronia resources. Okay, fortunately I have those. It's not too bad. I need to figure out how frogs breed, because I can't buy a male and a female separately. Do they, like, do that asexually? All right, ended up getting a male and female frog. It took me a second, though. I'm going to go ahead and get them going here. I got to go get them some flies, which I guess I can buy from the Yanil pet shop. And I guess since I can't run anything else at the dinosaur farm for now, I may as well just breed them instead of trying to grow them directly from eggs. Achievement for checking the hunter shop, I guess. So is this technically the pet shop? Actually, I don't know where the pet shop is. Might be this store or pet shop owner. Got it. All right, bought 200 flies. I guess I'll just buy out that shop every day. I think there's another one in Towerley that I might buy out. I just like to be able to completely fill the food trough and not think about it ever again, you know? There's a shooting star over here. Get my XP for discovering it. Need this fragments. I've been trying to figure out how much like cabbage face punch bonanza I'm gonna have to do to get the rewards I want, namely the farmer's skilling outfit and the seed aside is the more important one. Some people were saying that like spending Thaler on the seed aside is a huge mistake because it's like 6 hours of Thaler and it doesn't take anywhere near that long for the event. Of course, the event has a daily. You get double points each day you do it for a certain number of points, which I hate, but you know, what are you gonna do? And it sounds like it might even just be better to do it normally, like not during Spotlight, because I guess you get harassed by a bunch of other players during Spotlight. And without Spotlight, you can kind of do it and it's chill. So I will try to do it since it is a Spotlight. I'm probably gonna do that once I finish up all of my dailies here, and once I do the quest for the meat packs, we'll go check out Cabbage Face Punch. And if it's tolerable, I'll add it to my daily list so we can get the farmer's outfit and all that fun stuff. If it doesn't make sense to spend Thaler on the seed aside, then I don't know what I'm going to spend Thaler from that event on. I don't think there's anything else from Cabbage Face Punch that's specifically in the Thaler store. Kind of horrified that I nearly bought the seed aside with beans from the player-owned farm. I guess I'm glad the seed aside drew me to that anyway, because it's a lot of farming XP to leave on the table if I don't like get working on it early, but 10,000 beans versus like it sounds like 2 or 3 days at Cabbage Face Punch Bonanza. That's another one of those things. It's like the Wicked Hood, right? Like why am I able to misplay this horribly? Like you kind of have that in old school in certain situations because of ways they've improved things. Like I think buying the herb sack from a Slayer Master instead of getting it from Tithe Farm, since they added it to Tithe Farm, is just it's a mistake. And similarly, getting the rune pouch from anything other than Last Man Standing, even if you suck at PvP, is also a mistake because the time investment is so low. I got the divination buff, but I don't want to do it, so I'm just not going to. Okay, so I have a bunch of projects in front of me. I swear to you that continuing to do quests in timeline order is on that list. First things first, I need to do the quest that lets me buy out the food shop every day, and that requires me to do a bunch of prerequisite quests. So one of those is jungle potion, that's already done. I gotta do big chompy bird hunting, which needs 30, I need to get 30 ranged. Jesus, 1 second. I haven't touched ranged in a while, so I have to double check like what gear I should have. A willow short bow that I need, I think. Yeah. And then I need to figure out what armor I need. I think they've actually removed any kind of ranged combat bonuses from most of the gear I'm familiar with from old school. And they've moved the majority of that onto what they call power armor. So that's fine. That means I don't have to worry too much about equipping efficiently here. And if I need to go quickly level up range, I guess I may as well do it with the Chaos Druids, right? Range 29. I'm not going to be here very long, I don't think. There's range 30. Get out of here now, I think. All right, starting up here, this is big chompy bird hunting. I think this one is the same as old school, so probably don't have anything to add here. The giant composite bow. Accept quest. I shouldn't need it, but I'm gonna go ahead and quickly get my level 30 gear together here. I need to make a new bow. Yeah, maple short bow. I had just enough carapaces to make full carapace armor. This looks a little silly, I gotta say. I'm enjoying the melee armor so far. I think it looks reasonably serious. I guess I'm wearing like bug armor. Too much detail for my taste. Got my first chompy bird. Pluck it. Raw chompy. Alright, not too bad. Alright, everyone wants a different ingredient. He wants onions. Equileaves. Appreciate that they've made an effort. It seems like, and this might be true in old school as well, and I just don't remember, but it seems like most quests have some way to get you the materials you need in the general vicinity of the quest. I think that's true for later old school quests, but it's definitely true for this one. Like, I was able to get a quick 25 feathers from an NPC inside the cave instead of having to go back to my bank and seasoned chompy. Okay, and I think I just turn it in now and I'm done. Same quest pretty much as old school. There we go. Yeah, nice. Cooking 34. Neat. Alright, so after that I need Zogre Flesh Eaters. Looks like Zogre Flesh Eaters is also the same. I think most of the old school quests are the same. They just tended to remake the really early ones from like 2001 because they're pretty bad. Alright, starting Zogre Flesh Eaters. Again, I think this one's the same, so I'll just skip through it here. Accept quests. Really struggling to open this coffin here. I've already used a super restore dose on it. Finally got it. That took forever. Creepy looking black prism. Interesting. I'm impressed at the floor texture of the Scythic portrait. The bottom one is bad, the top one is good. Alright. Unlocked Uglug store, which lets me buy a comp ogre bow. Oh god, I didn't mean to buy 5 of those. Oh, maybe I can disassemble them later. Does not. He does sell Relisum's balm, which is nice. Oh, does it not? Did they get rid of disease as a mechanic? Because it doesn't say that it cures disease. Yeah, this just says removes poison and grants immunity to poison. That's interesting. Alright, making 150 brutal arrows for this quest. It's such an interesting quest. They got rid of disease from the game, so kind of like, why does this quest even still exist, right? I guess it was kind of a silly status effect in old school because I think it literally only gets applied in this area. And you get this like entire status effect where your health changes to yellow. It's almost like they planned to do more with it, and then like, we're not gonna do disease anymore. We dropped it. All right, boss fight time. I should have the resources for this, I think. I get him to not melee me if possible. Oh, I super over prepared for this. I did not need 150 mithril brutals. Maybe I'll need them for chompy birds later. I don't know if this game kept needing to get 1,000 chompy bird kills. This guy's org bones would be nice though. All right, slash bash is down. 31 range. I will take it. All right, turning in the quest here. You have completed Zoger Flesh Eaters. Excellent. Range 32 from that. That's nice. I'm going to go offer these bones so they don't take up space in my bank. Very soon, I'm going to have to get those bank slots that you get from being a member, because I'm starting to run out of space. All right, offer at the altar. Here we go. 490 XP, not bad. Oh, I miscalculated. I thought I only needed 48 fire making, but I need 51. I think I have enough banked maple logs to get that, so I'll burn them really quick. See if I get it. Might not have enough XP available here, which is okay. I can go cut a few more maple logs to finish it off. Oh, I had stepped away. I got fire making 51. I'm gonna stay here for a minute and just do a little bit more because I need to eat my breakfast. 52 fire making, and I'm done with my breakfast, so I can go ahead and start this quest now. So like I said, I do check the wiki items required before doing something in case as an Ironman I can't do it. And there is an Ironman requirement for this quest. I need 4 spears, and apparently the only way I can get spears now, because of the way they changed the game, usually just kill goblins, right? But I have to buy 4 rune spears from the Champions Guild. A little expensive, bit of a waste, but I guess it's fine. 4 rune spears is gonna run me about 64k, which I guess isn't that bad. Oh, but how often does he restock? Uh-oh. Well, I might not be able to do this quest for 3 more days. I'll check him later to see if he restocks faster than once per day. I could also do Lost Tribe. That's a pretty easy quest, then I can get bone spears. I'll probably just do that. Had to pop out to do my cash really quick. Divination 77. We're getting there. All right, well, I gotta do Lost Tribe out of order here so that I can get spears, which is amusing. Pickaxe and a light source required. Achievement for talking to Duke Horatio, apparently. Have you any quests for me? No, all is well. Did Goblin Diplomacy. Talk to Sigmund. Oh, right. Talk to the racist. All right, again, I think this one has no changes, so I'm just gonna do it. While I'm here, I'm gonna pick up the Dragon Shield. It's the same as Dragon Slayer in Old School. You give me the shield or not? All right, Anti-Dragon Breath Shield. I made the Dorgeshin caves look a little bit nicer. Added some things like this bone bridge here. That's kind of cool. Phase of the quest is pretty boring and old school. You can do it by like reading the symbols and stuff, but that Lost Tribe seems to be basically the same, other than the Ham hideout got moved. I think I already covered that earlier. Follow back, turn this in, and then I'll buy some bone spears. I don't know if I'm gonna get to use that rune spear for anything, but it happens, I guess. I love that they still have some of these old cutscenes for the quests they haven't remade. Quest complete. Lost Tribe. Give the brooch to Mistag and you get a mining helmet, which is kind of cool. Bone weapons. I guess I'll get a bone crossbow. I don't think it's as good in this game. I only get 300 bolts per day, which that's a little rough. I need 4 spears. It's nice that those work for this quest. Now I'm gonna go do the quest I was trying to do. All right, other thing I need is box trap, bird snare, and teasing stick. And then I'm gonna close the wiki. I actually want a couple box traps, so I'm gonna be doing chins later to get animals for my player-owned farm. Super wild to me that this quest was almost in old school, if not for a couple months actually, of the 2007 backup. Because this is the one that rewards the spas that you can get in the Anachronia base camp, so it just kind of gives you infinite run energy for 20 minutes at a time, which is crazy because that also means that the familiarization minigame was broken on release. Like, the whole point of that minigame is to sneak around, but if you have infinite run energy, it doesn't matter. So it's not like they added this later and broke the minigame. It was broken right away. It's crazy to me. All right, I think we talked to Chief Test to start the quest here. As a first resort, we're not open yet. Other human. Bossy one in the bank. Okay, I'll try talking to the bossy one in the bank. This lady? He looks really out of place. Hi there. Come back after the grand opening. I can't spare the time to talk to you. Oh, I guess I didn't talk to Chief Tess enough to actually get started here. What's going on around here? Here we go, accept quest. Human lady came to Ooglog. She got excited, started talking fast. She's confusing and bossy. Says a lot, makes no sense. Business venture. Okay. About this business venture. I'm like, you have no idea what she's talking about, but you agreed to it? That sounds right. They get lots of money. It's the only way to make her stop talking. Lady says stuff needs to be done. Everything is ready for customers. Can I help? Go talk to the bossy lady. Okay, got it. Now it should let me talk to her. Hi, I've been talking to Chief Tess. There's some communication difficulties between you and the Chief. Another proactive, forward-thinking human. Yeah, so what's going on? Like a mover and shaker. Gosh, she talks like office person. Mindstorm. Firm grasp of incentivizing the hospitality market. A couple of setbacks have propped up. Oh my god, if she says like, let's take this offline. What's the problem? Upper management is overstretched. Who's upper management? Me. We don't have the human resources we need to get this place up and running. Of calling them ogre resources. The writing for her is great. Envisioneer the way forward. You take it to the next level? Sorry, still not following. Making up a lot of words that don't mean anything, do you? Yeah. We've moved the goalposts. It's time to make it pop. You ready to be a key player? When you talk, my brain hurts. I feel like this is like Jagex commenting on office culture. Here's the deal. Used to work at my father's tavern in Yanil. A viable business. Father missed so many chances to actualize his opportunities. A beer pulling mentorship program. I took a holiday. She enjoys hunting? Okay. That's fun. I guess that makes sense with the whole, like, business shark. Annihilate one's competitors without hesitancy or compassion. An amazing thing going for them. They've got hot springs. Benefit your health and performance. She's trying. Okay, so as a first resort, it's a joke on as a last resort, but also literally they want to turn it into a resort. Great. Ultimate holiday destination. Nothing here but gross bugs and ogres. Some good project management can fix that. Or more hands-on training than originally time costed. God, game's gonna give me PTSD. Someone at the front line. I want someone to boss around, doing all the difficult stuff while you sit around and supervise. Is that the deal? Yeah, that about sums it up. I'd rather fill my bank with cabbages. I got nothing better to do. Okay, so now I have a bank unlocked here. Establish the catering facilities. Tavern. Ogre cocktails with poolside service. A little restaurant offering light bites. What do you have in mind? Get our chief outfitted with a spit and cooking fire. Hoping the rustic charm will compensate for the risk of food poisoning. Talk to Charger. Got it. The ball's in your court. Oh no. Hasn't said action item yet. Big pit of char. Char needs to be big. It needs to cook much chompy. Lots of logs. We get that stuff for you. Spears and chompy birds. First I need logs. How many do you need? 8 fingers and 2 thumbs. Give me that number of takey tree logs. 10 toes, 10 eucalyptus logs. Oh, 8 achy tree and 10 eucalyptus. Think of nothing better than to collect dead trees for you. Okay. These are the eucalyptus trees, which I guess they specifically added for this quest and require 58 wood cutting. Doing the quest, I got my eucalyptus logs and achy tree logs, but my alarm to pull out one of my frogs and sell it just went off. So I think frogs are pretty important to sell as soon as they're adolescent. Otherwise, you lose beans. And I ended up getting 2 male and 1 female frog. I only need 1 male and 1 female, so I'm going to sell the extra male and let the other ones become old, I guess. All right, I'm going to grab this frog, Phineas, remove, and we'll sell. Frog collector. Oh. Notice your animal is holding something as you hand it over, so you take it. It's a totem top. Interesting. Getting my chompies for the quest real fast. That should be everything I need, I think. Alright, turning all this stuff into Charger. Use them on the pit. Okay. Use pit. Thank you for doing all of them at once, game. Long spears. Aren't spits more suited? Get some spears for you. Bring you 4 and see how you get on. I think the number of eyes you had if you had 2 more eyes. Okay. Okay. I will continue to check the wiki for item requirements. I think that's helpful. You can get prepared beforehand. Give 4 spears. Oh, he's just doing it automatically. I see. How many do you need? How many eyes do you have if you don't have extra eyes? 2. Those are a good number. Here you go. Sure do. I'm afraid you were going to say that. Oh, that looks awesome. Nice. Start the fire so I can cook the birdies. Okay, that's why I'm 51 fire making. Hooray! Nice. Fire's lit and ready to go. Bossy lady might have more for you to do. Oh, hell yeah. Can't wait to get that shop. That's why I'm doing all this. Alright, back to talking to the bossy lady. Interface with the manager of the hotel facilities. Oh my god. She's the worst. Driving headlong into a negative growth situation. When you speak, it makes me distressed and confused. You kind of need to take ownership of the opportunity. That's almost an action item comment. Take this offline as an action item, take ownership. Talk to the hotel manager, close the loop. Oh my god. Andrea has my wife has a boss that just kept using that phrase, and it was making my eyes pop out of my socket. Co-function. Give me the name. Snurg. Making a positive wise transition. I can't possibly help someone who uses the word positive wise. Keep me up to date. Where is Snurg? Seagood. Frink. Thump. Mug. Snurg. Comfy pillows. The pillows made out of meat? He's good raw meat. Softest thing I know. Doesn't that smell in the morning? It's an extra bonus. Those of us who don't like to start the morning with a face full of rotting flesh, have you thought about making some pillows out of feathers? I'll bring you some feathers. Same number of fluffies as number of legs on a creepy crawly spider. Bring you 8. Need stripy feathers from a waggy bird. Tropical wagtail. Okay, so presumably this quest is designed so I can do that without needing to leave the general area. So I assume there's like a hunter area above me, but these map markers are not great. Here are the wagtails. Not a box trap. That's not. Caught one. Should only need one more, and I should be good. All right, turning in the feathers. Anything else you need? Unless you want some leftover steak. Bit smelly, not good for eating. I'm all right, thanks. Let me touch base. Oh no, now I'm talking like her. All right, we're back. Ordered out the hotel facilities. Happy to hear you facilitated the delivery of a customer-centric solution to a mission-critical situation. You stepped up to the plate and delivered a home run resolution. Issue around the salon's core assets. Concrete deliverable. Is there any way to have this conversation without you talking? Take the initiative, break through the clutter, actualize result-driven outcomes. I love some of the, like, I don't want to talk to you anymore prompts in this. They're great. Krink is our stress management engineer. I do hair. No tools. How do you do hair with no tools? Oh, this place looks amazing. I'm gonna get some things for you. I'd be happy to help. Pretty wolf bones and spiny lup-lup furs. Spines are good for tearing out tangles in the hair of the customer. Yikes. Spine larupia fur. Okay, I think that's also just outside. Just give me an idea of how many you need. As many as the number of webby foots on a platypus. Double that number of furs. 4 wolf bones and 8 spine larupia furs. Got it. I think I've caught larupias once for like a diary step or something. Teasing stick monsters, but I forget exactly how that works. Like lure them into a pit trap or something. Yeah, so I need to cut a tree to put logs there. Got it. Trap pit. Ease. Jump over the pit. Just gotta do that a few times. And I gotta get more logs. Okay, that's reasonable. And these things keep jumping over the pit instead of falling in it. Finally, they jumped over the pit like 6 or 7 times in a row. I took a ton of damage. I'm probably gonna have to leave and get some food. All right, turning in these items here. Got everything right here. Sure can. Got it. All right, back to Balnea. Bones and fur. Exercise and box ticking. Innovate your own front-end methodologies. There's paradigm, solutioneering paradigm. One-on-one mind share with Seagood. Work on your languaging, unless you want points deducted for poor professionalism. The big collection of points you have, if they weren't being deducted. Alright, Seagood's right up here. Oh, wait. There's Seagood. What are those annoying insects hovering around the pools? Oh, those insects. Wow. We're not smart enough to build our towns in the middle of insect-infested mud pits. Humans are soft bundles of insect bait. It's true. Several pools. Each pool is made of different stuff. Each pool attracts different buzzies. You need a fire pit. Start a fire. Burn stuff to make smells the buzzies hate. Piles of stones remind me of what to burn. Different colors and shapes for stuffs I have to burn. Long brown rock, eucalyptus log. Every fire needs a eucalyptus log. Green lump-shaped rock, and fever grass. Red round rock, use primweed. Yellow egg-shaped rock, tanzimum. Orange squarish rock, stink bloom. Tall purple rock, lavender. Come back if you forget. It's a lot to keep in your head all at once. All right, I will probably write that down. Let me talk to them again. All right, wrote it down in a text file. Pile of stones, long brown, red sphere, green gumdrop. So that's eucalyptus, beavergrass, and primweed. Well, don't know how many of these I'm gonna need total, so I'm just grabbing a couple of everything. They're all outside here, it looks like. I guess I'll start with the complicated one up here, which is... So it's a eucalyptus log. Purple tall is lavender. Orange square is tanzimum. Wait, no. Orange square is stink bloom. Red sphere is primweed. Light the fire pit. Follow the instructions perfectly, but something isn't right. Mischievous ogre child. Talk to Seagood. Okay, at least it told me I did it right. Seems to be something wrong. I tried to start the fire. It didn't work. Ogre children are acting suspiciously. What's the bottom line? Yeah, I love how you like kind of talk like her a little bit. Find out what they did. How many fires? Lots of different things to burn. Every fire needs eucalyptus log. Apart from that, it's not easy to remember what went where. That's why I make the stone piles. Can't try every combination of materials in each fire pit and just hope one of them works. No overshadows don't have tough skin yet. Switch around which stone means which burning stuff. Oh. Okay. That's a cool puzzle solution. So I gotta find the one that has the least stuff, and then I can apply everything else afterward. So like this one is... We know that the long brown is still eucalyptus log, I think, because it's present at every single fire. So we need to know what the yellow egg-shaped stone was, and if we're pretty sure that they always changed it. Okay, so Eucalyptus log. We know it's not tanzimum. So I guess I'll just try everything in order. We'll do fever grass first. Maybe. Okay, so that was correct. Yellow egg-shaped means fever grass. Cool, I wonder if this is different for every player. Alright, so it's just a logic puzzle. So we know this one again is eucalyptus logs, and because it doesn't have yellow egg-shaped, we know it's not fever grass. And I'm guessing we can guess it's not primweed, and it's not fever grass, assuming that they never... there may be some stones that they didn't swap, that they left the same, right? But I'm going to assume they didn't do that for now. So if it's not fever grass, and it's not fever grass, and it's not primweed, I'm going to guess tanzimum and stink bloom. Okay, pungent aroma doesn't have any effect, so that's not right. I'm going to go get a bunch more logs and a bunch more flowers. I love logic puzzles. Oh, I just noticed on my way back, there's another one all the way back here that has the same stone from this one. So I assume I have to do this one next, so I can only have to test for one thing, right? So we know that's fever grass and something else. I'm gonna guess lavender. I think I just tested red over there, but I had to test two things at the same time. Okay, so it's not lavender. Fever grass. Possible they didn't change it, but try everything else. Nope, that's not it. Let me just do the primrose and get it out of the way. Watch, it's gonna be stink bloom. You can feel it. It's stink bloom. Alright, back with more flowers. Stink bloom. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so red sphere is stink bloom. So I only have to guess one more with the next one, which is this guy. So it's... stink bloom and question mark. This is the green gumdrop. Let's try lavender. So I can make fewer and fewer each time, assuming the stones are just swapped once. All right, green gumdrop is lavender, first try, no problem. Is this one gonna have gumdrop? Okay, this one has like 3 things. Both of these have 3 things. Green gumdrop. Oh, this one's just solved then, isn't it? It's just, oh, there's a purple tall, never mind. So we know green gumdrop is lavender. I think primweed and tanzimum are left. Try primweed. The long purple. Nope, that's not it. I suppose it has to be tanzimum then, right? Wow, the light chance at 51 fire making is pretty bad. Been at this for like almost a minute. There it is. Alright, yes, so we should be able to do the last one without needing to do anything else. So this has 3 things, and I know the answer to all of them. So we put the log. Purple tall I just wrote down is tanzimum. Red sphere is stink bloom. And then orange squarish must be primweed. Taking forever to light this fire again. I guess each of these fires might be harder because there's more things. There we go. Insects disperse. Fantastic. Back to see good. Sorted out that insect problem for you. Buzzy buzzies have buzzed their last. Okay. Organize the childs to keep the fires lit. Almost sounded human there for a moment. Don't worry, it'll pass. These are so legitimately funny. One last outstanding matter. There's creatures wandering around that are making themselves a nuisance. We have to hunt them down. We can't have our guests bathing near poisonous, disease-ridden pests. You may be a decent enough hunter to accelerate this action point. That's almost an action item. Anything to avoid talking to you for a while. I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Probably best all around. Diseased kebits, watch out for their bite. Birds, the ogre's called wimpy birds. Platypodes. They're poisonous. I guess venomous, right? Talk to Chief Tess. This is a fun quest. Like, one of my favorite things, I've talked about this a bunch of times, but I really love the way the quests are almost derived from the levels required for it. So it's like, you know, fire making, cooking, and hunter. Like, what kind of quest is that? It's this, apparently. All right, talking to Chief Tess. What do you want to know? Relocate a family of platypodes. Disease kebits, wimpy birds. I have no idea what you're talking about. Hunters must be sneaky to avoid creatures. Track them with something they like very much. Burn something with a smell they like. You can burn the right thing, they follow you. You can lead them to the traps. Burn stuff slowly, carefully, and hold the smoldering stuff up high so you can lead the creatures to the traps. Smolder stuff. Diseased kebits. I just gotta write this stuff down. Well, they can give you disease, but they got rid of disease, so I guess it doesn't really matter. They're real dumb. Don't be mean to Chief Tess. Tanzimum. Okay, they don't like Tanzimum. They like fever grass. Okay. Platypodes. Box trap. Don't harm them. Interesting. Wonder why they don't want to hurt them. Platypus are shy. Lavender. They don't like fever grass. Yeah, it's crazy that platypuses have, or platypodes have venomous webbed feet. Like, what the hell? One of the most absurd animals. Wimpy birds like Tanzimum. Don't like fever grass. I think I got it. All right. Let me go collect all those things. I don't know how many logs I need here, so I'm just going to get 5 logs and like 2 of each of those things. Actually, the quest log says 4 platypodes, 4 disease kebits, 5 wimpy birds. So I think that means I need that amount of these items. So I'm going to try to get those once I get the logs here. Okay, so it said to use fever grass on the trap? Question mark? No, do I have to set it first? And then use fever grass on it? And then, oh, light fever grass is an option without me having to actually have a log for it. Okay. And have your right hand free. It's smolder. Oh, and I got it. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I have to use multiple fever grass for each of these guys, I guess. Guess this stays lit for a minute. I don't know if I have to like move around or just stand right next to the trap or what. Only set 1 trap at a time here. Boo. Oh, I see. I need to get more fever grass. There's more of them over there. Diseased kevet fur. Perfect. Third one's down. I need to go get more fever grass. I didn't bring enough. Oh, that's funny. I got poisoned by the platypus because I was still wielding it when I was coming out to get more stuff. So can I, like, unequip it? Okay. Now I know for next time. Got the last one. Okay, so those guys are done. I guess I'll do the birds next. Unequip this. These guys are Tanzimum. I don't know if I'm allowed to just like stand here. Oh, it still considers me using the other smoldering material. Alright, I understand. This is kind of a cool new thing to do with fire making, like lighting these herbs. Flowers or whatever. Got the last one. Alright, now I just have to do the platypodes. Aw, each platypus has a name and they start with P. That's cute. I think we just do box trap and then light lavender. I guess in this game you don't need Eagle's Peak to do box traps, so I might just be able to do chins right away. That was part of what was stopping me from attempting it. That's one problem. Oh, they each have a little separate name in the inventory. That's cute. Model for burning lavender looks really good. Really like the new models for all the traps in this game. It's a lot clearer, like what the mechanism of the trap actually is. I couldn't really tell what the bird snare was supposed to do in old school or how the box trap was supposed to work. But I see the little weight. Aw, they're all different sizes. Alright, perfect. Guide says I've done everything, but I have to relocate the platypodes, so I guess I just do that outside? Question mark? Oh, presumably with the platypus over here. Okay. Police. For a better area. Reminding myself, where should I release the platypodes? The east. Oh, okay. Got it. These the plants we're talking about? Looks like I can't screw it up and release them somewhere wrong, so... There we go. Seems grateful to be released at such a lovely location. Are giving me caskets? Huh. That's so cute! What an animation! I love it. Guess that must be a repeatable task. Coins, coins, an uncut sapphire, an empty oyster. Nice. Report back to Balnia. Can do. I did it. It's go time. Could be a PR of my nightmare. Party of VIP trolls, fairies, tree gnomes. Ooh, cutscene. Oh, awesome. Varrock Herald. This is great. Ribbon cutting. So much effort. Goblins. People in armor. Somebody look like dragon armor. Oh yeah, wise old man. I was about to say, is he going to get included? Seemed perfect. All your hard work is paid off. Chat with me at the bank when things have settled down. I think these are the same pools at Anachronia. I feel like Anachronia should require you to do this quest to build them, but... Good hunting outside the gates. Catch a baby platypus and raise it as a pet. Sweet. Right, I don't care about any of this stuff. Okay, As a First Resort is a really funny quest, actually. It has some of the funniest dialogue that I've seen in a RuneScape quest. Kind of the core gag is making fun of, like, corporate speak. There's this corporate NPC lady who's trying to convert the ogre city into, like, a resort town, and so she gives you all these tasks to repair the spas, for example. And it's legitimately very funny. Lots of little hunter tasks throughout. The main like feature puzzle is an extended logic puzzle where you have to figure out how to build special fires that will ward off bugs from the spas. It's a pretty solid puzzle concept. It was definitely sight readable. I did not have to use a guide for this at all. I noticed this during the quest proper, but this quest barely missed inclusion in the old school RuneScape backup, which is kind of wild because one of the rewards from it is a 20-minute spa buff that gives you infinite run energy. And this quest actually came out before the familiarization minigame for summoning, which means that that minigame was already broken on release and they just never disabled the spa buff in there. Anyway, it was a cool and very charming quest. Travel to Ooglog using charter ships would be great if there wasn't a lodestone to come straight here. A bunch of level ups there, 53 fire making, 54 hunter, 59 wood cutting. And the main reason I did that was to buy things from her. These packs are relatively expensive, but that's fine. All right, gotta add that to the daily list. Am I finally free of doing things for dailies for now? I've said I have been a couple times and I find something new that I have to do. I'm just looking through my list of dailies and weeklies and stuff to see if there's anything else that I absolutely should be doing. The only other thing is getting the weekly player port. If I can get some skills to base level 90, but I'll probably get there with thieving anyway, just from needing to thieve for money. Okay, thank God that's done. I think the next thing I want to work on is dungeoneering until I can get the gem bag, because I want to be able to I want to get crafting 80 since I'm getting so close to divination 80. And then we'll get back on doing Slayer to get base 50 melee stats so I can do Dragon Slayer, then we'll get back to doing quests in release order. Okay, that concludes the episode. Made a lot of progress in this one, got a lot of level ups, a lot of hunter level ups especially. Scarabs in RS3 are completely insane as a training method, and they only get more insane the higher level you get. They're really annoying and extremely attentive, but I think they're a pretty good example of the difference in design philosophy between RS3 and old school RuneScape. Like, they're almost essentially mandatory for hunter training, given that they're like 100 times faster than the next fastest method. But there will be more scarabs to come in the future. Anyway, as for next episode, we're going to do a little bit of dungeoneering to unlock the gem bag so that I can work on leveling crafting. I need to get crafting 80 to unlock the invention skill, and divination's getting closer and closer. That's kind of my ticking clock to get smithing and crafting up to 80. If any of you watching this are old school RuneScape players and you're considering RS3, invention should be the way you scaffold your play, I think. It's such an insane and important upgrade to get as soon as humanly possible. I think it was worth me doing it with the benefit of hindsight. So yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye.